Hey, Joyce here. Today I want to do a video on managing a charismatic leader. So, like with any profile, you want to look at what motivates a charismatic leader. Leading, success, winning, being the best, being the center of attention. And so as you manage them, you want to make sure that the things that motivate them are at least a portion of their job to keep them excited and happy and in their core. What are they good at? Oh my God, they're good at selling. They're good at leading. They're good at anything where they're trying to get you to follow them, whether it's to purchase something, whether it's the leader of a company and a CEO. So they're really, really good at that. So you want to have them in that kind of position in the company. A charismatic leader in shipping, for example, may not work, or some sort of position where they can't use the things that they're really, really good at. Destructive behaviors or weaknesses, they can be quite forceful. So you have to be careful helping them with their relationships with others in the organization. Sometimes they don't realize how forceful they come across. And so if you have a charismatic leader just passionately talking to a creative idealist, that can make the creative idealist very, very timid and very fearful. And you're not getting the best out of that relationship if the charismatic leader is coming across too strongly. Another thing that is a destructive behavior or weakness is they get bored really, really easily. So you need to make sure that there's variety, challenges, that type of thing in their role. And that will keep them going. Again, it doesn't need to be 100%, but you need enough of that to be able to keep them motivated. No-nos. If a charismatic leader has an issue or is upset, you would never want to face them. Picture them almost like a warrior. So you don't want to come at a warrior head on. You want to come from the side. So if you're going to talk about a difficult issue or they have an issue, kind of sit next to them. Don't, because the innate parts of us that are warriors are going to react to that as confrontation. Be careful if they try to manipulate you. So charismatic leaders can be forceful, but they can always also be charming and manipulative. And they will use anything they can to get what they want. So, for example, and which is a good quality, but if you have a mission, you can't be reacting to their, passionate, emotional side. You have to stay in your core. And that is really the key. When you're managing a charismatic leader, you need to be in your core, strong, content, calm, because then they're not going to be able to manipulate you as well. You need to one more no. Don't put them off by themselves where they're not going to have any interaction with other people. They're not solo people. Their energy comes from the relationship. You want them talking to people. They need that social element to their jobs. So make sure you're not isolating them, because that probably is not going to work for them. Now, blends. Primarily we've been talking about so far about the profiles, and some charismatic leaders, they just have the one, and that's that. They're just a charismatic leader. But oftentimes they may have a secondary profile. So they may be a charismatic leader primary, and the secondary might be team player, or it could be creative idealist. And so when you're motivating and managing a charismatic leader with a team player secondary, you might need to use some of your team player stuff. So watch the team player video as well, because in different situations, different things are going to be important. So watch for blends when they're not just one profile. What happens if they're in the wrong role? If you have a charismatic leader in a role where they cannot lead, it can be really challenging. So what I've done with that in leading, they don't need to lead a group. A salesperson, they're leading a customer to a sale. So they're influencing, they're change agents. They want to make money fast or make change fast and then move on. So you need to have them in a role where they can lead. So even if their job isn't a leadership position and there's no chance for them to lead, have them lead projects. They're very influential, they're very motivational, and so they're a great person to lead a project on a team. Their work environment, they're going to want the best office, they're going to drive the nicest car, they're going to want, the prestigious things are very, very important to them. And then finally, examples. If you go to the stories section on the website, I'm going to give different stories of, for example, a charismatic leader who has a massive territory, and I may pair them with another profile in order to make sure that no one falls through the cracks. So those stories, I feel, really bring life to these concepts. So if you have a situation at work and you don't see anything on the website related to it, please, fill out the "what is bugging you most" form, send it in to us, or just send me an email, because I can create videos to address the specific problems that you're having. Or if I'm a B2B person, but if your issue is more in retail, I have lots of peers who use these profiles in other industries that I could have them help us do some videos to help you out with very specific problems. Okay, managing a charismatic leader. Good luck. No, they're great. Powerful people.